Casting, casting, casting. Some people call it muskie fishing, others call it muskie hunting because you spend so much time searching for your quarry and so little time actually catching it. But I wonder if it really shouldn't be called muskie casting, because that's what you do. You cast and cast and cast. And that's why they call the muskie the fish of 10,000 casts. I've always wanted to catch a muskie, and I've heard that with muskies, 2% of the anglers catch 98% of the fish. So I figured if I really wanted to catch one, I should hook up with one of those 2%. So my fishing partner, Gene Collin, and I drove way out to northern Minnesota and went fishing with Paul Pollock. Paul owns Pollock Guide Service on sprawling Lake Vermilion, which is famous for its monster muskies. We fished a few weed beds, but we spent most of our time casting into the prime muskie habitat, which is shallow rocky flats and around rocky islands and rocky points. There's something about this fish. It's sort of like the great white shark of freshwater. It's a mysterious apex predator. It's elusive and hard to catch, and huge. It grows up to 50 pounds or more. The gear is huge too. Heavy rods and reels, massive artificial baits, and a landing net large enough to hold a small grizzly bear. All this has created a passionate culture of muskie hunters. People like Paul, who are so focused on catching muskies that they'll work all day and fish all night. They just keep casting and casting and casting deep into the night. We actually tried night fishing with Paul, and it was quite the experience. And it worked too, for Paul. He caught this nice 44-incher in the dark of the night. It's a nice fish, but still small compared to some of his past trophies, all over 50 inches. Check out these photos. Even after about 8,000 casts, no muskie for Bill or Jane. That merely means we have to go back next year for a few more 1,000 casts. And then we'll be up to 10,000 or more. And then, perhaps, finally it'll be our time for a trophy muskie.